we now, so keep that in mind. We're one big happy family. There's lots of wonderful things, of course, about being in the College of Science and Engineering. You can see that we already started off, I guess it's gone now for the moment, but we'll get back to it. So we're going to have you do a few Kahoot questions just for fun. I know you're all pretty competitive. That's a good thing, too. And there is a $50 gift certificate. So it's not just an exhibition, it's a competition. All right? I'll let you know when the questions are coming. Some you may know, some you may not. To get us started, there's just, of course, welcome, and again, importantly, welcome to the College of Science and Engineering. So I hope you feel that, from the big welcome at the University of Minnesota down to the college that you are a part of, the wonderful College of Science and Engineering. And you guys are a big, diverse group. Let's see if I can make this thing go forward. So within the U.S., you come from, of course, across the U.S. There's many Minnesotans in the audience, I know, but there's students from across the United States, and there are students, of course, from across the world in the College of Science and Engineering. And you heard a little bit about that from the whole university, and I'm guessing you expected that, but I want to emphasize just how diverse the College of Science and Engineering is and how important that is to your experience, how important that is to you learning how to work with others and solve problems by coming at them from all kinds of different perspectives and life experiences, and how important that is to what kind of an impact you can make on the future of the human experience. So embrace the fact that the College of Science and Engineering is such a wonderful, diverse community that you are now part of. It's a long road. It may not feel that long, right? When you just got here, but you're starting on the left of that windy road, and we've got, it says, I know you can't see it behind there, 1,347 days, 32,000 hours. Sounds like a long time. I promise when you get to the end of the road, it will feel like it went by in a flash. And so, taking advantage of all the wonderful opportunities you have earned is a really important part of this experience, and doing that very purposefully as you go. So, again, you're thinking 4 years out. I got a long time. I just got here, but it's going to go by really quickly, and there's so many wonderful opportunities along the way. Of course, there's the fantastic academic opportunities. But we're going to talk about all of the other wonderful opportunities that are here as well. And one of those slides is going to get to the main point of this, which is it's not about surviving CSE, it's about thriving in CSE and making the most of all these opportunities. So that's these three pillars. I know some of this is a little bit of that reminder from everybody when you came for orientation. A little reminder's okay. But we have these three pillars of success. And we really want you to be successful, of course. And so the preparing piece, you sort of think academics. You got the thriving piece that I just mentioned, and I see that one as sort of the overarching goal here. You want to thrive during your time and be successful and make the most of all these opportunities. And don't forget the connecting piece. This is a human endeavor, and it's really important that you learn how to connect, you learn how to work together. You can solve bigger problems when you work together, and you'll be mentally healthier and happier. So the first one, our slides are incredibly slow considering we're the College of Science and Engineering, is the preparing piece. I'll get to the bullet points here in a second. But we're going to remind you about things are a little different now in terms of you have to take the reins and take the ownership of the learning piece of this experience, and that's going to happen outside of class. And our expectations are really high. I hope that doesn't come as news to you. And so we're talking about studying 30, 40 hours a week. It sounds like a lot. It's a lot. And a lot of hard work in there. But be ready and get your mind around that. And again, the community piece is going to be there. Work together as part of that as well. Lean on your academic advisors. Lean on your professors. Lean on this cohort and the people in the room. Go for help when you need help, but be ready to work hard and invest the time. I promise it's worth it. The thriving piece, which of course we'll slowly come up to, is to remember to reach out for help. And I really like what was said in the big presentation by Professor Holschuh, and that idea that going for help, that is not weakness, that is strength when you reach out for help. It takes courage to reach out for help. Anytime you need it, make sure you do. And I want to remind all of you that you're going to have to take ownership of this experience. That's really important. Manage your time. Find those opportunities. Take advantage of those opportunities. There's a lot of you needing to drive your experience and your success. But don't forget, we are all in this together. And so when you've got the capacity, be kind for no reason. Reach out and help people. But when you need help, reach out and ask. We are here for you. So that's a big part of thriving. So it says do more than just survive. We really want you to thrive in this environment, and you can and you will. Don't worry, when we get you back over to the College of Science and Engineering, these things don't happen. All right, so connecting was the last pillar in there. And that one, again, may not be at the top of your list. I know you get here to be scientists and engineers, you're thinking about science and engineering, you're thinking about science and engineering coursework. I'm sure you're extremely excited about all of that. But don't forget that connecting with people around you, this is a human endeavor, is actually really critical to your experience. This is connecting with the students around you. This is connecting with our incredible staff in CSE that is here for you. Connecting with your faculty that are here for you. They're extraordinary people. They want you to come to their office hours, knock on their door, say hello, introduce yourself. Make those connections. Really important part. As was mentioned uncomfortably, some of you may be meeting your spouse in this room, or earlier when that was mentioned. Human connection is such an important part of a good college experience. And us scientists and engineers may not always be the best at that, so it takes a little extra effort sometimes. It is really worth that extra effort. It will make your experience better, and it also feeds into just basic mental health. So with those three pillars, now let's get to the important part, the quiz. So the first part of the quiz is going to be just a few of our alumni, to see if you know a few of our alumni and what they've accomplished coming out of the College of Science and Engineering. I don't think the phones work with your mouths, just the thumbs. Just the thumbs. No, I'm joking. You can make noise. We can make noise in here. I know it felt like a lot of pomp and circumstance in that first thing, but noise is good. All right, are you guys ready? Yeah! Get really loud at the end. All right. Here we go. How many full-time faculty members are there in the College of Science and Engineering? It is the College of Science and Engineering. How fast you answer is also important. All right. It's okay. I know you had a long summer. The math thing sort of receded to the back. We'll get them back in the front very soon. Are you ready for the next question? Yeah. Hang on, well, we do get to see the leader. We're just trying to figure out if that's them. I know we made you make up a name. All right, next question. Name the CSE alum who is known as the father of supercomputing. No cheating. Curious if you guys know this. The answer is you guys don't know this. Quick update on the score, and I'm going to show you who this is. Seymour Cray, graduate of this college, is the father of supercomputing. The first supercomputer he created, called the Cray 1, very creative name. Fastest computer in the world in 1976, and was the fastest computer in the world still in 1982. Remarkable. Started the entire area of supercomputing. A lot of folks, at least in the early going, wouldn't call it a supercomputer, they just call it a Cray. It's sort of like Coke, right? You need soda? No, Coke. So, the father of supercomputing. Amazing. Next alumni question. Who designed the first heart pacemaker? I think it might just be a pacemaker. Majority component, well done. So here's the lead, and I'll tell you about Earl. another duck. Awesome. All right. So, by the way, in the lower left was Isaac Koltoff, who was a professor here for over 50 years. There's a building named for him. He's the father of analytical chemistry. But this is Earl Bakken, who came up with the pacemaker. The first, it was an external battery initially, and then the first implantable pacemaker. And that is what a remarkable contribution to the human condition. So that's the kind of impact you can make. And then his philanthropy was extraordinary as well. And you'll see lots of Bakken named things, including on the campus of the University of Minnesota. So you'll see the Bakken Center for Spirituality and Wellness. And just that contribution, not only as an engineer to the human condition, but that continuing to give to the human condition. It's really extraordinary. And if you go to that webpage, by the way, for the Bakken Center for Spirituality and Healing, you'll see lots of fantastic tools just for your own wellness. I go there often. Next one, name the CSE alum who won the Jeopardy College Challenge a couple of years ago. Were you guys watching? Is that why you're here? For a bunch of the nation's top scientists and engineers, you're not doing great on this first test, but you are, most of you, getting the right answer, so I'll give you some credit. It's the beer! And so if you didn't happen to see that Jeopardy show, let's find out who's up ahead here real quick. Sturdy Slop is in the lead. That seems kind of strange, but okay. So there's the beer, and a couple things. It's not just that he won the Jeopardy challenge, which is pretty remarkable and fun to watch. But here's a great example of taking ownership of the many opportunities that we have at the College of Science and Engineering and really making the most of them. So he was a chemical engineering graduate. During that time, he was the president of the Minnesota chapter of the Institute of Chemical Engineering. He was in the prep band. He did research over in the chemistry department where he helped develop these weakly associating cations, and you'll learn some about this later, don't worry. Weakly associating cations that help remove metals from important catalytic reactions. So research, did a co-op, took advantage of so many of the amazing opportunities that we have here. So just a great example, currently rising up the ranks at General Mills, just down the street. All right, so one more here. Name the UMN alum who's the first African American to receive a graduate degree from the chemistry department. I'm guessing you probably don't know, but that's okay. This one might be a random stab. Okay. All right, so it's Jeanette Brown. And let's find out if Sturdy Slop's still hanging in there. So full disclosure, in addition to being your associate dean, I am also a professor in the chemistry department. And Jeanette Brown is just a remarkable, remarkable example of an alumni. Again, from this college, although we didn't call it this college back then. She had a remarkable career as a chemist at Merck, developing all kinds of new pharmaceuticals. Again, an incredible impact on the human condition. And at the same time, she was an amazing academic, an amazing just thought leader when it came to what she did at work. She was an incredible advocate for, in particular, African American women in chemistry and STEM, and became really famous within the American Chemical Society for what she did to drive forward our community of scientists and engineers. So again, impacts both in the technical realm and in what's critical, our community of science and engineering, enabling all of us to do so much more. So Jeanette is just a remarkable example from this college. All right, so a little bit of technical details, a few things. For those of you not familiar with where you're sitting now, you are here. I don't know if that helps you at all. Your Northern Auditorium Mall is out that way. But what I want to point out to you is where is your home as undergraduates in the College of Science and Engineering, and that is Lind Hall over on Church Street. So if you go straight out to the mall, make a left, we're one building over, that's Church Street. It says engineering chiseled into the top of the building. That bottom floor has all kinds of things that are important to you. One is a Starbucks. That should be your Starbucks. Make it the first Starbucks that comes up on your phone when you order. Right next to that is one of the best study spaces on the entire campus, the Taylor Center, kind of your study space. So come over and hang out, get a coffee, go in the Taylor Center. And in addition, all of the really important components to student services. So we are here for you. You are we. And just a reminder of what's happening over there, there's your academic advisor. Go see your academic advisor. Go see your academic advisor. Lind Hall Career Services. We start thinking about that right away. Seems early, but we're going to get you moving toward that as freshmen. All the amazing international programs and opportunities. Start thinking about that now. Scholarships, of course, and then all of student engagement and the things that are going to be in the student engagement fair that goes down Church Street here this afternoon that you're going to get to take part in as well. In addition to that, think about the opportunities and experiences, which I mentioned that you got to take ownership of, right? You got to make sure that you're getting out there, seeing what's available to you, picking a few things, going all in, and making the most of all of the amazing opportunities. And so CSE 1001, we're going to talk about lots of these things and a little bit of just how to be a really successful college student, because everybody in this room is an extraordinary student. We got to get you to be an extraordinary college student. Research opportunities, I want everybody thinking about that right away. Remember we mentioned Nabir did that and a co-op, so those opportunities are always there. Experiential learning, lots of incredible opportunities, including like our maker spaces. You can go over there and do a little laser cutting and 3D modeling. Industry connections are going to be a critical part of your experience as well. That comes through the co-ops, that comes through the internships, and that may come through just some of your research activities or some of the activities within your class and some of those capstone projects as well. So lots of opportunities to connect with industry, and then you're going to start going to the career fair and talking to the industrial folks who want to hire all of you. And at the bottom, of course, community programs and events. And there's just going to be an incredible number of community events and things that you can get involved with. So the first step is get out there and find out what's available to you. The second step is pick one or two things and go all in and find out what's going on with that, see if it's right for you. If it's not, we got lots of other stuff. If it is, get invested and participate a little bit. So now trivia that's not, this one may be a little bit easier, not that you know our alumni, but maybe we're paying a little bit of attention to the things that we think are important. Here we go, ×2 by the way. I know, 50 bucks, it's big. All right, according to a recent survey, what do employers value the most in potential employees? You have to get this one right. Right on. I'm glad you've heard that message. You just go GPA. It's not the GPA. You guys are all incredible. You're going to leave here with incredible technical skills. The employers all know you have incredible technical skills. They want to know, can you lead a team? Can you work in a team? Can you solve bigger problems than you can solve on your own? That's a skill you want to work to develop, and a skill we're going to help you to develop during your time here. Sturdy Sloth still in the lead. Sorry, I hit it too fast. How many hours per week do we suggest you study outside of class? I mentioned this one earlier. Again, we're the College of Science and Engineering. Our first language is math, and then the others.
Sturdy Sloth.
Go to your calculator, it's going to cost you time. All right, listen. You're going to have to remember some of these things by next week. Okay, cosine of 180 degrees. Yes, all right, excellent. Yes, the answer was 35-ish. 35-ish. All right. Sturdy Sloth hanging in there. No, we got a new leader. Silly Condor making a move late. Wait to sitting back, right? Like in a bike race, and then right at the end. All right, we got another question. Name the country where first-year CSE students can study abroad from May to July. See if you're paying attention in orientation. Ask a friend. Most of you got it right. Well done. First, I want that on your mental map. What a remarkable opportunity. I was in Ireland earlier this summer. Beautiful. But I'll also mention to you that Tanzania, Japan, and Switzerland will be opportunities for you later in your career in CSE. So think about those study abroad opportunities. What wonderful opportunities those are. All right, let's see if Silly Condor can hang in there. Hanging in there. One more, and I hope you can get this one right. Goodness sakes, you gotta get this one right. I mean, just for fun's sake, go with the other one. But no. It's 35 of you just doing it to be contrarians, I know. But just to make sure we're on the same page here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and let's see if the scientists and engineers can knock the roof down with the little gophers. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Go! There you go. Nicely done. You'll get better at that, by the way, during your time here. So what's up next? But you're going to find out the winner at the end, so hang in there. You're going to find out the winner at the end. So you're headed to your first CSE 1001 class. Sometime today, there's the Student Engagement Fair, which is really fantastic, all the way down Church Street, right in front of Lind Hall, your home as undergraduates in the College of Science and Engineering. And of course, you can cheer on the Gophers tonight at the game. Highly recommended. So I'd get out there and do that too. It's going to be a lot of fun. So with that, I'm really proud to welcome you here. It's fantastic to see you here. That excitement that I hope you felt during orientation continues to build. I know there's a little anxiety in there. That's good. It will drive you, but it's going to be wonderful. And again, remember, if you have a little capacity, be kind for no reason. And when you need a little something, never hesitate to ask. We are all in this together, and it's going to be a wonderful experience. Take advantage of those opportunities. So I'm now very pleased to introduce your Science and Engineering Student Board President, Darren Flork.
Wow, okay. Good morning, class of 2027. I hope you all are having an awesome day. I'm so excited to be standing here, and it's such an honor to be speaking with every one of you. My name is Darren Flork. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm a senior majoring in computer science. I'm the president of SESB, which stands for the Science and Engineering Student Board, which is the College of Science and Engineering's official undergraduate student government. So I'm here today to give you one piece of advice that I've carried with me to get to where I am now. And it's 2 words: get involved. So getting involved means taking on extracurriculars like you might have done in high school.